Good evening and welcome to Wisdom Walk Talk here on Black Hole Radio and my YouTube channel, Wisdom Walk 2 Self-Mastery. I am your host and guide, Jojopah, Maria, and Saroma. All month long, I have been sharing my annual New Year's message for 2021, which comes after a year of great breakdowns and breakups. And now humanity really is primed for some major breaking through, some mind-blowing breaking through. 2021 is a water year according to the elemental wisdom of the Dagra tribe of Burkina Faso, West Africa, that I'm honored to keep. It's also the year of the metal ox according to Chinese astrology, and the first year of consciously living in the age of Aquarius. So tonight I am going to conclude this three-part annual message with talking about the blessing of the metal ox. But first, I just want to remind you that if you are listening and when you're listening to this live broadcast, you can do that over your phone. And the number is area code 563-999-3089. I will upload a video of the broadcast on Tuesdays to my YouTube channel, Wisdom Walk to Self-Mastery. And you can ask questions or leave comments on that YouTube page if you watch it in that format. Or you can also go to my Facebook page, which is Wisdom Walk Radio, or join my Facebook group, Wisdom Walk Supporters. And you can also leave it on my website, which is www.wisdomwalk2selfmastery.com. And I do post the YouTubes automatically on the website every week. But right now, I ask and thank you for sitting or laying back and joining me for this exploration of the inner landscape, where we can connect to our soul and discover the true treasure of being human. Wow. I don't know about you, but the energy of this week is just really very, very crazy. It's interesting. It's an intensity that I'm feeling that has with it this grief, but also this joy. You know, I just found myself dancing in my living room this morning. But then at the same time, I can feel like it's really tight. And so join me as I do every week in starting off by calling in the ancestors, because boy, do we need their help now. Think about those persons, whether you knew them or not, who have influenced your life, and ask them to come and be a support to you at this time. So join me as I invoke the ancestors. Creator, Mother, Father, God, Source, all the one, all that is, we thank you for your blessing, your mercy in our lives, and for yet another opportunity to open ourselves to your greater will. Creator, you have brought us into this new age, and you have brought us to be able to bear witness to or even participate in this clash between what was and what is coming. And so we're calling on the ancestor to help us to be able to choose love over fear as we continue to move through this very, very dynamic and transformative time. So ancestors, we're calling out to you. Please come and be very close to us at this time. Get our attention in whatever way you need to. Make us conscious of what it is that needs to be revealed to us that will support us in being in our authentic self, and also choosing right relations as we move forward into this new world, this new age, and this new lifetime. And Creator, again, I ask and I thank you for the blessing of the ancestors. In the name of all that is holy, I say Amen, Ashe, Hoasah, Shinga Bismillah, and so it is. Ashe. So, elemental energies for this week, and the elemental week begins on Friday because that was the day of the week that January 1st fell. And so this past Friday, the 15th, We moved out of our nature week and into an earth week. And here are the opportunities and distractions. First, it's a week to receive support. You are worthy. Embrace the power of self-love and honor the energetic of the earth element as you open up to receive what you need to be fulfilled, nurtured, appreciated, and loved. Be self-full. This is a cosmic reciprocity for all that you have done to support others. You deserve it. Ask and you shall receive. Now, here are the distractions. That fear of hearing no. We all have that, but move past it. The fear of being a burden. Oh, if I get what I need, somebody else is going to suffer, or I'm putting somebody out. You need to let that go, because right now, all of us need whatever support is available to us, and we need to stop not trying to have it. And then last but not least, fear of being judged as weak or a failure, because you have to open up to receive vulnerability. Watch Brene Brown's video. And so be aware of those distractions from just opening up and allowing yourself to really value yourself and receive what you need. Now, for the next 2 weeks, I will not be broadcasting live, but we will have this energy of fire, which is all about truth-telling and walking your truth, and then mineral, which is about soul connection and unity consciousness for the last 2 weeks of this month. And so I will be posting short video messages on them through my YouTube channel, Wisdom Walk to Self-Mastery, and also post on the Facebook page as well. Now, Astrological. Wow, I mean, it's just amazing, you know, and it seems like a time in history when astrology is being embraced by so many people because it's so spot on. It is so spot on and really helping us navigate through this incredible, incredible time of great change. So on January 14th, we just came out of Uranus going direct in the sign of Taurus. And Uranus is that planet about freedom and truth and divine insight. So it carries with it a rebellious spirit over what is not truthful. And our desire to break free from what is false, inauthentic, stronger than ever when Uranus changes direction. So that just happened on Thursday. So now we move into today, and we get these aspects, these planetary alignments that really are saying that this week coming up is a time of great change and tugs of war, and, you know, it's intense. So if you're feeling that, just know, yeah, the planets are aligned with that. And here's what's interesting. We have Jupiter and Uranus and Mars playing out these, you know, alignments with the sign of Aquarius and Taurus. So it's really interesting. But here's what's going on today that the astrologers are really piqued about because its power in astrology. It's this Jupiter in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. And essentially, this is about expansion into higher consciousness, creating a rebellion against changes to what can no longer exist. Yeah. The dominance mentality, displayed as white supremacy here in the United States and around the world, supported by mechanistic thinking, you know, people are robots, kind of. And 3D reality is as the only reality. It's been putting up a good fight as humanity is shifting into shared leadership, embracing diversity, unity consciousness, multiple intelligence, multiverses, right? Understanding we are all in this together. We're a global community, and accessing the 5D reality, which includes 3D, but it doesn't make it be that 3D is the only reality. And so, of course, I'm talking about things like quantum physics being real, and also the power of our mind to shift things up and to manifest things. So, again, you got this big tug of war going on, and that moved in today for us to be more conscious that that is playing out. Now, my dear friend and a wonderful healer out of New Mexico, Queen Reverend Adara, she posted a message out this morning, and I told her I was going to take this headline because I think this is a great theme for us this week. And here it is. She says, "Playtime is over, prayer time is on." I love that, because truly with these next alignments that are going to show up on the 23rd, right, just a couple of days after the presidential inauguration here in the United States, we get again just some more of this interesting, push-pull, back forth, tension, not tension, high-low energy moving in. And again, with those characters that I just mentioned in terms of the planets and the signs before. So here's what we got. On Saturday the 23rd, you got Mars in Taurus squaring Jupiter in Aquarius, while Venus is in Capricorn sextiling, which is a good thing, Neptune in Pisces. And then you got the Sun conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, so in a nutshell, the energy of change accelerates, and we get to choose. We can stay in that fear mind of resistance, or consciously move into the love mind of openness and flow. We can stay in 3D, or realize that we can move into the 5D. We can embrace hope and faith, or fall into despair and violence. The most important thing to remember this week is you get to choose. And so those of you who, like me, are light workers, this really is a week for us to really kind of go hibernate, get still, and send out those prayers very consciously. Do those prayer vigils, do that work. It definitely is needed. And again, all of this is happening because we have moved into a new time, into a new energies, to a new cycle. And, this is just a part of the change process. And also over the next 2 weeks, there is some more astrological information that I think is important. Like we've got a full moon coming up, and we also have a Mercury retrograde. And so I'll include that in the short videos that I will do each week for you. Now, this Thursday, January 22nd, with everything else that's going on, it is Earth Day, as I've declared every month having an Earth Day. So again, please go to www.earthday.org. Check out today's actions or the campaign for Act on Climate Change that gives some really good information and articles. And really embrace the fact that you as an individual can do one thing that is a great contribution to helping this planet be available for the 7th generation. Yeah. And the energy of this week too, and the time we're in, also brings more of that. We're going to see more focus on really understanding that the climate change is not a joke, and that we all have to do our part. And so I encourage you again to cut down on your use of plastic, recycle, reuse, reuse, and just really stay mindful that in doing these small acts of conservation, you are helping to save the planet. Yeah. So happy Earth Day this Thursday.